Hello friends, welcome back. So in this session we will learn wrapper classes. We will learn about the wrapper classes in Java. What is wrapper classes? Wrapper classes provide a way to use primitive data type as an object. So far we have used primitive data types in so many places. There is any way that we can cover that, we can wrap that primitive data type into an object, so that we can say that our code is a pure object in pure object oriented programming approach. Suppose here, if I see here, what we can do, see, if I will declare here one byte variable, byte by is equals to 120. Yeah, this is a byte variable, but this is primitive data type. This is not a object. This is not an object. Primitive data type is not an object. Primitive data type is fundamental data types that you can directly, that can be compiled with your compiler. Okay, but what if I want to cover this into object? Yeah, that I can do in this way, byte. Now this byte is a class. See, this byte is a class extending number and implementing comparable interface. I have seen already this, what is a comparable. Okay, so this is wrapper classes. This is the wrapper classes, means any primitive data types that you want to use as an object, then you can use wrapper data type. But using use of wrapper data type, we should not do much. We, as much as possible, we should use only on the primitive data types, because that compilation is very faster and execution also will be very faster. What has to do, if we use wrapper, that wrapper object has to be converted to primitive only. So that's why we should avoid that one. Okay, so this is called primitive data type. Wrapper classes provide a way to use primitive data types such as int, boolean, short, long, float, double, char, boolean as an object. For each primitive data types, wrapper class is given. Yes, for each. For byte is given. Here b is a small, here b is an uppercase. This is a class because this is a class name. Short, this is s is in uppercase, this is s is in the lowercase. Int, class name is integer. Long, class name is long. Float, class name is float. Double, class name is double. Char, class name is character. Boolean, class name is boolean. And wrapper classes allow to write the code as pure object oriented programming approach. If we use primitive data types, then our code will be not pure object oriented, in pure object oriented approach. If we want to use that one, we can use wrapper classes, and using wrapper classes we can do, but we should avoid only to transfer from string to primitive. We can use wrapper classes. That is another case. Okay, and here is the class hierarchy for wrapper classes. As we have already seen, object is the super type for all the classes. In your Java program, all the classes in your application, in your project, all the classes are the subtype of object only, and object class don't have any subtype. And object and one class is given, that is character, that is the direct subclass of object. Number is also subclass of, and number has so many 6. Number has a 6 wrapper classes, subclasses. One is byte, short, int, long, float, double. Byte is for primitive byte, short is for primitive short, integer is for primitive int, long is for primitive long, and float is for primitive float. Double is for primitive float, double. Boolean and void. Boolean for boolean, and character for char. Void is another data type, and that can be that is also a data type, but that cannot be used as variable declaration or as the parameter of a method. That cannot be used in that way. That void can only be used as a return type, of the method. Void can only be used as the return type of method only. If our method is not returning any value, then we can specify method return type is void. We can specify method return type as void. For that void, and we have seen in so many places, suppose public void show me, like that, show me, and string message, like that. That's it, I have given, no, or you can give static also, no issue. So here void show me, here if you see, this void is what? Return type, but this void cannot be given here, If you give this one, what will you? Cannot bind message for problem ID 365. Void is an invalid type for parameter. Yes, void is an invalid type for parameter, you cannot give. And you cannot declare a variable also, like void var is equals to what you will give here. This is an integer, you cannot give that one, So what it will give? Void is an invalid type for variable. You cannot give that one. So that's why so that's why void can only be used as a return type of a method only. Okay, and for void also they have given one class, for void also they have given one class, like public void show me. See, yes, show me, the must return, yes, but this void is an type actually. So what you can give? Void dot, okay, I think new void you cannot give, new void, I think you cannot give that one, no, because void you cannot create anything like that. Void, yes, final class only, you cannot create. So what you have to give here? You have to return null, something you can give, no issue, or you can give directly return statement, that is also valid, that's it. Oh, it will not valid here, you have to give something. Okay, only null is valid here, yeah, you can give that one. If you give here void, that is also fine, but in that case you cannot give this one, you have to give return empty statement, return, that's it. So this is the use of void actually, this is the use of void data types, only as the return type of method you can use. Character you can define for wrapper character, number you can define for any of the wrapper type, number, or for you want to go for specifically byte, short, int, long, double, long, float, double, that also you can do, or you want to use as a number, you can use as a number also. And this boolean you can define for boolean wrapper, and void is another use that we have already seen. Okay, so this is about the class hierarchy. So let's see the examples now. See here, yeah, this is the use of number. Now this is a number. Now inside this number I can give here byte, no issue, 120. By default this is an integer only, no, by default 120, this is a type of integer only, but I can give byte, no issue, it will be converted into byte only and holding into number. Or you can give integer, no issue, short, no issue, long, no issue, double, no issue, you can give anything, or double you can give in this way also. Yes, this is a double. If you don't give the, that is also double, because number can take any of type, because number is the super type of byte, short, integer, byte, short, integer, long, float, or double. For them super type is number, but you cannot give here character, like this one, because this is not a character, this is not an number. Type mismatch, cannot converted from char to number, yeah, cannot convert. If it is a character, then you can do. Character is this one only. So only the number, only number you can give, using number, that's it. Okay, so this is about the number class. And byte you can give in this way, byte. But why I am giving byte here, byte value of 120, because we can convert from string to byte wrapper in this way, or from integer, also from byte to wrapper byte we can convert in this way. If it is an integer, then how can you do the same thing? Integer dot value of, that's it. That is also fine, no issue. Or if you give directly this value, that is also fine, no issue, that is also fine. If you directly give this one, that is also fine. That is up to your choice, how you want to do. We can, but what exactly disadvantage of this one, this will be converted into integer. See, what is the return type of this one? Value of integer. And if you directly give this one, that also will be considered as int only. Then you can go directly. We can go for directly. Why we should call this method and do these things? Compiler will automatically do that one. Okay, so this is the use of wrapper data types here. Wrapper data types. Using this one we can convert. What we are doing here, converting from string or primitive to wrapper type, from primitive or string to wrapper type. Convert, converting, converting. Yes, primitive spelling is correct only, I think. It's correct only. Okay, yes. So how we can convert from string or primitive to wrapper type? In this way, value of method we can use, or directly we can assign, no issue. How we can convert from wrapper to primitive type, B2, yes, wrapper to primitive type. This is wrapper to primitive type, See, here what we are doing, we are converting wrapper to primitive type, primitive type. That's it. Here we are converting from wrapper to primitive type. We have converted into byte, or we can convert it into double. Yes, here we can convert into double D2. Yes, now this is a double, yes, this is double. Okay, yes, double D2. Or if you want to convert to integer, that also we can do, like I dot int value, it will return int I2. That's it, I2. Yes, okay. Or I will print first that also, system dot out. Can do in this way also. Converting from Yes. This is converting wrapper to primitive type, converting from wrapper or string to wrapper type, converting from string or primitive to wrapper type. Sorry, this one is the number that we can convert. Number, that is number. Okay, it's fine. And this one we can convert from string to, converting from string to primitive type, string to primitive type. I3, I will give 3, I3, this is I3. See, num I have defined as a string, that is value is 50, that value is 50, that I want to convert to primitive type. How I can do? I can do using the wrapper classes. In which primitive data types I want to convert, in which primitive data type I want to convert. For that data types respective wrapper types I can use, and I can convert from string to primitive data types using parse method. Using parse, if it is integer then it will be parse int, if it is a byte then it will be parse byte, it will be parse byte, it will be parse byte. So this is the way how we can convert from string to primitive data types. And the last one is converting from wrapper to string. It's very easy. How can we do that? Is different, I think. Yes, that is different. Converting from wrapper to string. Tostring method we can apply directly. We can convert using toString method. That is very easy. Or else we can convert using toString method. Not toString method, value of a method. Using this value of we can do I dot toString we can apply, or string value of static method of a string class we can use to convert into string. Converting from wrapper to string type, and one more is there, last one, converting from primitive to string. That is also very easy. Suppose I have given int x is equals to 600. How can I convert into string? It's very easy. String dot say method value of method. Using this value of method we can convert into string. String s3. I will give string s3, and this is that solution. Yes, if I run, and you will see the proper output. Yes, converting from string to primitive directly, string or primitive to wrapper type using value of method, or directly with the assignment statement we can do. If it is a string, then we have to use by value of method, or if it is directly some primitive values are there, then you can use value of method for that also, no issue. And directly we can use if it is a primitive data types, primitive values. If it is a primitive value, directly we can assign, or using this double value, byte value, int value, short value, using that one we can convert wrapper to primitive data types, and by using parse int, parse byte, parse short, parse long. Using that method of our respective data types, we can convert from string to primitive data type, and from wrapper to string we can use, to convert from wrapper to string we can use toString method, or value of method of a string class we can use. And from primitive to string, to convert from primitive to string we can use value of method of a string class, and or else we can do concatenation also, no issue, but that is not recommended. We should not do that concatenation in that way. This is the best way to do that one. So this is the use of primitive data types, primitive wrapper classes. Okay, so yes, this is the wrapper classes, and this was the hierarchy of classes. And in the next session we will learn about math class of lang package. So I hope you like this session. Please subscribe my channel, and we will see you in the next session. And thanks for watching. Until that, bye bye.